you wish you had a different life.
Oh, okay. So I had done everything. I mean, I lived in Yosemite. I used to fly in helicopters to fight fires. You know, I traveled for 10 years nonstop, and because I thought I was gonna die, I had this bucket list, and I crossed it all off, and I was ready to die. When I started cage fighting, I was like, okay, I've already done everything. Now what? And when I had gotten down to that 285, I was like, oh, I'm not gonna die anymore. So now what do I do? And so for a long time, I was just lost. I didn't have to work anymore. My place was all paid. My kids were raised, and I was just like, I don't know what to do now. And it just came upon me. It's like, well, if I don't know what to do, and I don't care about anything because I don't, I'll just serve. I'll serve my fellow man, and I don't know what that means. But if this, like coming here today, if there's something that's in front of me and it's good and I can do it without it costing me too much, that's what I'm going to do. And so it's like, okay, I'll just make myself a servant. And because of all these ceremonies and all that, it made me a good vessel. And because I was a cage fighter, it made me tough. And because I had this thing of where I don't want anything anymore, it made it so I can be a complete servant. So right when my video started going viral, YouTube asked me if I wanted to put ads on the video, and I turned it down. Even though I'd only been making $6,000 a year or less for 6 years, I was pretty poor. I turned down, which is going to turn out to be at least tens of thousands of, maybe not hundreds of thousands of dollars. But they didn't understand. Wait a minute, you don't want to put ads on it? You'll make a lot of money. And I was like, that's God. I can't put an ad on God. And it would have never came to me if I was someone who would do that. And God also told me, if you don't put ads on it, and your needs will be met in other ways. And I've made so much more money from other ways, like the song and advertisers and all that, and I never had to put ads on it. So, how's my time? Go ahead.
I was going to ask, do you communicate with God regularly?
It's nonstop. I mean, it's not something that's like formal, you know what I mean? It's like I'll be working on my farm and a thought will come into me. It's like, okay, that's God talking to me. And really, you were saying here that God is in you. So if you have a thought or an inspiration that comes into you, that's God speaking to you. And we all have that. It's the Spirit that guides you. It's your imagination. It's the same thing. And it has a lot in common with shamanism, where you can go into the spirit world and communicate with the spirits, and it's all the same thing. So God lives in all of us. So if you can just listen to your imagination, then you're talking to God.
I feel like I talk to animals a lot.
That's real possible. And spirits sometimes take over animals or represent themselves through animals. There's different spirits out there, and they'll have messages for you. Sometimes like a butterfly will land on you. That means something. It's your duty to find out what it means. So how's the time? And I could talk.
Maybe two more questions. Boy, did you have a question?
Go ahead.
Can you sing the double rainbow song for us?
No, I'm not a singer. If you notice, I didn't sing that song. I didn't make that song. Someone else made it. But it was interesting. Last year in VidCon, the guys who sang that song, they closed the concert, and they finished their set with the Double Rainbow song, and they had me come out on stage, and when they were finishing their song, and thousands of people were singing my words, and I'm standing out there on a sea of humans just singing the words that came out of me, and I'm just going, what does this mean? It's just been mind-blowing, one of the questions that I get asked a lot is, what are some of the things that have come out of this that are like highlights? And and I've said this to a few of you, a high school in Iceland raised money to bring me out there. And they toured me around the country, and then they gave me this festival where they sang and they danced and they made me a mural and they made me a play, and they gave me a throne to sit and watch the play, and they gave me a crown and a scepter. I'm in Iceland, and these high school kids are performing a song imitating me, or a play imitating me, and I'm just going, whoa, what is this doing? And then they finished the play, and then they were all coming around me and surrounding me, and they were all hugging and kissing me, and I'm like, I'm in Iceland, and these kids are just loving on me, like, oh my God. And, you know, it's like, it's hard to understand, you know, why I'm being so loved. It's like, and the thing is, you got to try and not understand it. You got to just let it flow through you, and don't try and make too much about it, and definitely don't own it, because it's too much. You know, you see a lot of these actors and stuff, they self-destruct because they try and own it, you know, and I don't. I just let it flow through me. And any love that comes to me, I give back to either the same people or other people. So I just let it all flow through me and send any love that comes to me back magnified. So. Well, thanks for coming and listening. Okay, so if anyone else has any questions or want to talk to me, come up and say hi. If you want to take a picture, I love all that stuff.
Not your first rodeo.
We do like photo apps later.